and started being used to drive us apart. Part of it's because some religious leaders have used faith to exploit what divides us. They told us, they told evangelical Christians that Democrats disrespect values and dislike church, while suggesting to the rest of the country that the only issues that are important to religious Americans are abortion and gay marriage, school prayer, and intelligent design. Now, everyone in this room knows that's not true. We know what we believe. We know those selected few leaders don't speak for the many beliefs. And we know that there are plenty of other challenges in this world that God's faithful are passionate about solving. Challenges that can unite Americans of all faiths around a common good. The crisis of climate change is one of these issues. It's one that's come up in some of the faith forums we've held here in Iowa. This is obviously a timely issue, in part because former Vice President Al Gore received the Nobel Peace Prize this week. And I think all of us give great thanks to him for his extraordinary dedication, his extraordinary service, his grace after a bitter defeat, to rise up and actually transcend and do even more than one could have ever imagined to help highlight this issue. But there's also a faith element to this issue of climate change that I just want to talk about today. The Bible tells us that when God created the earth, He entrusted us with the responsibility to take care of that earth, to exercise stewardship over His creation. It is a responsibility to ensure that this planet remains clean and safe and livable for our children and for all of God's children. But in recent years, science has made it undeniably clear that our generation is not living up to this responsibility. Global warming is not a someday problem, it is now. We are already breaking records with the intensity of our storms, the number of forest fires, the periods of drought. The polar ice caps are now melting faster than anyone could have predicted. And by 2050, famine could force more than 250 million people from their homes.